From extraterrestrial hijinks to island getaways and, actually even more extraterrestrial hijinks, we've actually got some amazing stuff coming to Xbox Game Pass this month. So check this lot out. And we're going to start with a brilliant game that is expanding to Xbox Game Pass Premium on February 17th. It's Avowed. Obsidian's RPG invites players into a world of magic and wonder, but also mysterious illnesses and sinister characters. And then it just kind of lets you carve your own path through it. So whether you play as a truculent, spell-slinging elf, or a good-natured fellow with a fondness for great big hammers, or, I don't know, something else entirely, every player's experience of Avowed is unique to them. So now is the perfect time to head with the Living Lands, because there's also a massive anniversary update that is set to hit Avowed on the 17th as well, adding in new playable races and customization options, and a photo mode. Perfect. Right, let's move on to some all-new arrivals. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is one of those games that you have to occasionally remind yourself is a real thing, and just not something that came to you in a particularly weird dream. But it is, and it's great, and it's available on Game Pass Premium and Ultimate right now. Oh, poor Goro Majima has found himself stranded on an island with no idea who he is or how he even got there. So naturally, he immediately becomes a pirate and starts looking for treasure. I mean, wouldn't you? This piratey turn of events actually adds new layers to the game's combat, which takes the classic beat-em-up mechanics of the Yakuza games, but then adds a new cutlass and pistol fighting style, and its RPG side as players build up their boats, manage their crews, and generally try to keep things looking ship-shaped. Yes, it's a ship joke about a pirate game. Don't worry about it. And now that they've done those pirates and all that, what would you like to see out of the Like a Dragon series next? Hit the comments with your wackiest and most wonderful ideas. I reckon they should go to space.
Space!
Just in time for a certain sporting event involving a certain superior piece of crockery, I think. Madden NFL 26 is coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on the 5th. So whether you're a long-time fan or maybe you just now got interested in sports involving big men in tights, you'll be amazed by the level of realism on offer in EA's most recent American football sim. Everything from the way that players move and respond to the way a snowstorm can absolutely wreck your most brilliant game plans is just totally true to life. And using machine learning and data that's been taken from almost a decade of real matches, Madden NFL 26 contains the most authentic egg handling that you'll find outside of egging on, which is actually also available on Game Pass. You know, kids are pretty simple creatures. They like betrousered sponges, monsters that fit in your pocket, and dogs who drive emergency vehicles. And that last one is where Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels Championship comes in. Heading to Xbox Game Pass Premium and Ultimate on the 5th, this child-friendly racer features the full roster of Paw Patrollers. Each of them has their own unique skills that they want to unleash. Get it? Unleash? Yeah, it's clever stuff. You can play in two-player co-op, or you can fire the game up on a handheld where it has been optimized to run as beautifully as possible. So, you know, got a long road trip ahead with a tired little gamer? Looks like it's Paw Patrol to the rescue yet again. Relooted arrives day one on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on February 10th, and it's the perfect game for heist lovers, African art enthusiasts, and people who just like putting stuff back where it belongs. Your job is to visit museums and then relieve them of certain artifacts so that they can be returned to their rightful homes. And to do so, you're going to need to plan everything out just so, recruiting like-minded folks with useful skills, plotting out a nice little escape route, and then parkouring your way in and out of the museum before anyone even notices that you were there. 2 days later, we've actually got another day one release with BlazBlue Entropy Effect X coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on the 12th. So this action-packed title combines the fast-paced, combo-heavy combat that you'd find in a BlazBlue arcade fighting game, but with the Moorish game loop of a roguelite as you unlock perks and skills on the fly, crafting a different build on every single run. And it's going to launch with 14 playable BlazBlue characters, a couple of very special guest stars, including the Beheaded from Dead Cells. I mean, we just love to see our gorgeous 2D action games all getting along like that. Oh, so sweet. A game preview gives players the chance to check things out and get the lay of the land before the game's full arrival, which, funnily enough, is exactly what you're going to be doing in Roadside Research. Now, while it might look like your average, normal petrol station simulator, we've got so many of those, Roadside Research actually has you playing as an alien who's just here to gather intel on humans ahead of a full-blown Space Invaders-style space invasion. But, first they got to get them shelves stacked. Playing solo or in up to 4-player co-op, imagine how fun that's going to be. You're going to work tirelessly to keep your customers happy while also probing them for information at every possible opportunity, and maybe just probing them in general. It's all very silly, and Roadside Research is going to arrive on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate in game preview form on February 12th. Got a question. Do you want to spend some time skateboarding around a tropical paradise, doing a bit of fishing before maybe heading back to your farm? Perhaps, I don't know, just popping in for a quick visit with the pandas who live down the road on your way back? Yeah, stupid question. Of course you do. And you can once Star Sand Island comes day one to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on the 12th. This sun-soaked life sim lets players roam free across a beautiful island where they can farm, craft, garden, and explore to their heart's content. Travel by rollerblade, jet ski, or just on top of a pig, I don't know. Adopt pets, design clothes, uncover ancient ruins, fall in love, and then go for another pig ride just to top it all off. Really is a good life. On the 13th, the chattiest first-person shooter ever made gets a sequel with High on Life 2, and it's a day one Xbox Game Pass Ultimate release as well. But this time around, our bounty hunting hero and his array of talking guns will be taking on the evil alien drug company who kidnapped his sister. In the process, they're going to end up in all sorts of wacky situations involving murder mysteries and giant alien unmentionables, so, hilarity is pretty much guaranteed to ensue. And there's this whole new skateboarding mechanic that adds a whole new dimension to High on Life 2's combat, so whether you're here for the action, the comedy, or a little bit of both, this one looks like it's going to be bang on target. Kingdom Come Deliverance is an open-world RPG that lets you figure out exactly how you would have gotten on in 15th century Bohemia. And the game is massive, and it's got this hyper-detailed world and this open-ended skill system that allows you to decide exactly who you want to be. From everything from the way you fight, to the clothes you wear, the food you eat, how frequently you bathe. All these choices affect both your character, but also NPCs' perception of them. So, maybe don't walk around covered in blood, smelling like a dead horse if you're trying to woo someone. Good tip in general for life as well. Or do. The whole point is that Kingdom Come Deliverance gives you total freedom to write your own story. And you can start writing it on February 13th when it comes to Xbox Game Pass Premium and Ultimate. And finally, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora will be coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on February 17th. This action-packed open-world adventure sees the player leading a Na'vi uprising against the forces of the RDA. You get to wield a huge range of human and Na'vi weapons, and you even get to ride around those cool-looking flying dinosaur things. Yeah, I've seen the movie. Doesn't mean I have to remember what they're called. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora also now lets players toggle between first and third person, which is perfect if you absolutely must see your character in all their big blue glory. Oh, and the game has been handheld optimized, so you can now escape to that gorgeous alien world at a moment's notice. And if you especially loved the most recent Avatar movie, the From the Ashes DLC expansion is sure to get you even more fired up. So that should probably keep us going for a week or two, right? Yeah. After that, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to keep track of all the other cool stuff coming to Xbox and Game Pass. Bye.